Warning. What you're about to see is a guy who is attempting to restore a junked FZ750 for the very first time. He's had some minor experience repairing things, but is otherwise a novice. He will most definitely do some dumb shit. Please, don't give him too much crap. Hey, welcome back to Kill Factory Motorsports. Continuing on the FZ750. I just got the oil changed and the oil filter put in. Now I'm just going to do all the little troubleshooting things I can to try and get this thing to turn over. I just want to hear it start, I want to hear it run, make sure that the engine is okay, because I really don't want to take that apart yet. That's going to be like an end stage thing. First, I just want a running bike. That's it. So here we go. I've already taken apart the gas tank and dismantled. Gas was emptied, disposed of, and I destroyed the gas cap in the process. Alright. We've got this extremely handy battery charger here. Currently I don't have a battery hooked up to it, and the starter isn't working. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is arc the solenoid, get the engine to turn, and then I think I'm going to just spray some carburetor cleaner in there and see if I can get this thing to turn over and hopefully not explode and burn down my entire house. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this very well, but this is where the battery goes. There's your negative, here's your positive, here's the starter solenoid right here. The only reason I know how to do this is because the guy I bought the bike from wanted to prove to me that there was compression and that the bike had the potential to run without needing to be 100% dismantled. That's the only reason I know how to do this. Shit. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that. Damn it. Side note. I've never broken a battery charger before, so I didn't know how to do this. But just in case, if you can see there, there's crimped metal right there. It's as simple as that. I know this is an old battery charger, but I feel like this is gonna be an easy fix. You can see that there's still some exposed wire. What I'm gonna do is cut around this base here. I'm gonna open that up with some pliers. I'll put the wire back in and then I'll squeeze it with a pair of pliers. It'll be fixed. Stay tuned. All right, I went ahead and I pried that open with a screwdriver. Got some wire cutters, cut off the old end, and look at that nice, beautiful wire underneath. What I've done is, because I don't have like wire cutters that have a large notch in it, you get the cutting portion and you just lightly grip and spin until you just barely get through that rubber, and then use the head of the wire cutters and just kind of rip off the top of that. I'll demonstrate with the other one, because I might as well fix both if I'm gonna fix the one. Look how nasty this looks. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. I'm just gonna go ahead and get balls and just cut it right off. Look at that. Just so you guys know, this mess was not my doing. My father actually gave me this battery charger. This is not looking super good. So what I'm gonna do on this side, it might be better overall, since I got a fresh end over here, I'm just gonna go ahead and clip this off, and we're gonna put the new piece up on that side. You can pull it out. All right, I'm gonna have to retape that up as soon as I find some tape. All right, and here's a little demonstration. It's like I said, You're gonna wanna get down, good amount of length, and just kind of lightly go around the rubber with the cutting portion. Just really lightly, I'm kind of squeezing on and off. I don't even necessarily want to go all the way through. I cut like mostly through, but if I don't, it doesn't matter because I'm going to grip right there and I'm just going to rip. That's going to tell me how much I got through. I didn't get through enough, so I'm going to go around again, squeeze a little more. It's getting a little looser. I'm going to try and do it again. Nope, still nothing. The thing I want to be careful of doing is cutting the wires underneath, and it's hard to kind of tell how thick this wire is. This is obviously giving me a problem. Well, it's not about how thick the wiring is, it's how thick the casing is via how much you're squeezing on the cutters. You just don't want to overdo it. There we go. Now I can see the wire. I'm going to clip around a little more, just lightly. Pull some more. Clip some more. There we go. I'm just kind of yanking some of that excess off with the tips here. There we go. Looks like this. That's why it was so difficult to pull off. This has kind of been melted around the wire here, so I'm just going to kind of try and cut off the little bits, like cut it away so the casing will come off. See, nothing is perfect, and that wasn't easy. And that's what I want to do here, is I just want to show you everything I do, warts and all. Yeah, there was some melted casing on that wire, and it's not really very fresh, but I really want as much length as I can get on these things, because it's a battery charger. At some point, you're going to need to put it in a truck. You're going to need that length. This one's already pretty short. I was going to cut it again, but I think we're just going to live with that. There should be good enough connection with what's there. Yeah, just twist it up and we're going to go with it. See how we do. That one, though, is clean, super clean. All right, like I said, we're going to try and use this side now. Oh wow, look at that. All we gotta do is get the wire up in there and just clamp it down. That should be good. Next time, mark your positive and negative wires before you chop off both ends. I just made that mistake. I was lucky enough to remember which was which, because the second one that I did was the positive one that was really messed up. So just want to clamp one edge over the other, get it on there really tight, so I don't have this problem again. So that wire's really in there. I did leave a little bit of wire hanging out at the bottom, which I don't like, but it's too late. As long as you're careful, everything will be fine. Oh yeah, that's in there. That's in there super good. Might actually clamp one of these sides down too, just to really lock it in. There we go. That's one. And looky there, I made another error. This is going to be a long restoration process. There you go. If you ever have to redo battery charger cable like this, don't forget to put the casing on the handle first before you tighten everything up. That was stupid. I'll be honest, that actually may have worked in my favor a bit. I got the rubber on right at the end of it, which is much nicer. It's really tight. I'll tell you why it worked in my favor, because I actually had already bent the pieces of metal, put the wire in, and then taken them out. The metal was already bent in kind of the direction and shape that I needed it, so when I put the handle back on and I couldn't see, it was actually pretty simple to get those on real tight, so that worked out. There we go, good as new. That took way too long. Okay, now let's see if I can get this thing to turn over like I've been trying to get to for days now. I have some carb cleaner, carburetor cleaner. Got my battery charger, gonna plug that in. This bike takes a 12-volt battery. There are a lot of sport bikes out there. Some bikes that are like less electrically intensive, I think they take a 6-volt battery, so you gotta be careful what kind of battery charger you're using. As far as I know, again, I'm still a novice, but these are things that I've heard. So I've got a 12-volt battery charger for a 12-volt bike. It's a 12-volt battery on this bike, so the bike takes 12 volts. So that's why I'm gonna hook this thing up to it without worry. I'm gonna set it to a 35 amp charge because I've tested it with a 2 amp trickle charge and it's just not enough power to the bike. So I'm gonna make sure it's off right now. It's off. Just get them set up here. Make sure everything works. Put it on 35 amp charge. Boom, there's the fuel pump right there. Actually, I have the fuel pump kind of rerouted into itself, so I'm just gonna disconnect that right now. There we go. There we go. Lights are on. Nothing really works on this bike. It's quite the shame. All right, let's see if we can do this. All right, I've got to be honest, I'm a little worried, I'm a little scared about this because I've never done this before. I don't know if it's gonna backfire. I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm just gonna give it a whirl. I was told by my mechanic friend to just do one tiny spray of carb cleaner in each carburetor. That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the valves. One little squirt. This can's out. All right. Let's see what happens. Because the starter isn't working, I've got to arc the solenoid, which I don't recommend doing it. I've heard it's fairly dangerous, but this is kind of how you can bypass the starter here. What I'm doing is I'm taking off the hot wire from this cable. So our power is dead. And right here we have the solenoid. So I'm gonna attach it to one end where the red comes in. See my lights go on? I don't know if you can see that on the camera. And then I'm gonna arc it over to the negative side. And we should hear some sort of engine turn. so far. Open up the valves again. Actually, I'm gonna... Okay, so I've learned this by watching videos. I don't know what it means, but I put my hand over one of these carburetors and it sucks in. I think that means that it's got good compression. The other two, I didn't feel anything sucking my hand down, so that's a little worrying. I'm gonna keep messing with it. Maybe it just needs to clear itself out. Spray a little more carburetor spray in there. Let's see what happens. No luck. So from here I'm gonna text one of my buddies, see what that means, and I'm not getting any suction out of these two carburetors. I'm gonna have to find out what that means and get back to you. Because for now it doesn't look like it's gonna want to start. So it could just be the spark plugs. That I'll check next, but first I want to figure out what no suction on two carburetors means. And I'll be back.
I never did get the bike started that day. Who knows? It may never run. But I hope one day to hear that engine roar like a lion in the Serengeti. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific Ocean is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope. I hope.
Thanks for watching my most recent FZ750 restoration video. This is gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a long one, but thanks for sticking with me. It would really, really help immensely if you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell down below. I need all the motivation I can, and the more money and the more likes and stuff that I get along this ride, the easier it will be to make higher quality videos. And trust me, better quality videos are coming along, and better instructional videos, better repair videos, and restoration videos. I just need your guys' help as well. Don't forget, you can check out my next video by clicking right there. You can check out my previous video by clicking right up there. And also, I have one last thing. Like I said, any monetary means will help. So I started a t-shirt brand called Kill Factory. Just go to killfactory.com. There are some designs up there. Any little bit will help. They're high quality prints. They're nice shirts. They're unique and original. And any little bit will help me to increase the quality on these videos. So, hey, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a bunch.